Hello friends, and welcome to today's project of making Apple Toffee Spread. The ingredient list is in the description. If you are a fan of apples, cinnamon, caramel and butter, you have come to the right place. Such a simple thing to make, but the impact that comes from it when you put it on some toast, crumpets, cupcakes, pancakes or waffles leaves you wanting more and more. You can have this either cold or hot. If you're going to have it hot, you can always pour some of it on top of your vanilla ice cream and you won't regret that. Let's do this. First, you will need some apples. I'm using green apples for its sour kick, but if you want a more mellow apple flavor, you can of course use red apples. In total, we need 500 grams of apples. Take the skin away and break it down to small even pieces. This will help in the cooking process later on. Pour the cut apples into a medium pot and add enough water to cover the apples. Toss in some complementary spices such as 2 Star Anise and about 3 cinnamon sticks. Bring the pot over to the stove and turn on the heat to medium to high. We want to cook the apples until most of the water has gone and the apples are tender. My whole kitchen smells like a spice party, thanks to the cinnamon and star anise. Make sure you stir so that the apples can cook evenly. Once the apples are tender and most of the water has gone, bring out 300 grams of double cream. Pour it into the pot with the apples. This will heat the cream up slightly. This is important for the next step. Now, take out the star anise and cinnamon sticks. Pour everything into the blender. Blend on high for a couple of minutes or until everything is well blended. We didn't add any sugar previously because now we will be making the caramel part. Take a large pot and place that onto the stove. Turn on the heat to medium to high. Measure out 400 grams of caster sugar into a bowl. While the pot is heating up, get ready with your other stuff. I have next to me a wooden spoon, which is great for making caramel, and my blended cream and apple mixture on the side. Pour in a little bit of the sugar. Do not pour in the whole amount. Let the sugar heat up and do not stir. Once things start to melt and change in color, you can pour in some more of the sugar. Repeat this process slowly until all of the sugar turns to a nice golden amber color. We are looking for a caramel temperature of between 165 degrees to 180 degrees Celsius. Going past 180 degrees Celsius, you will have a bitter caramel. Here it is at 172 degrees Celsius. Once it has reached the desired temperature, pour in the cream and apple mixture. Since the apple and cream mixture is still warm, it will not shock the sugar, causing it to suddenly seize and create big sugar lumps. But be careful, there will be loads of steam. Now, let that boil and reduce down for at least 10 minutes. Keep stirring in the meantime. Here is a little trick. I have a frozen spoon. Let's see if it will set onto the spoon. If it doesn't, just keep on cooking until it does. Draw a line, and if it comes out perfectly and it stays, then it is ready to be taken off the heat. Now take a large bowl, and just as a precaution, put a sieve on the top. Pour the mixture in, and if you did it right, you will end up with no lumps like how I did. Let's check the temperature. It is about 50 degrees Celsius. It is a good time to start adding the butter. Measure out 180 grams of cold cubed butter. Toss in some cubes and start whisking. Doing it this way helps to emulsify the mixture and cool it down. Once the few cubes that you have tossed in have disappeared, repeat this process until all the cubes have been mixed in. After mixing in all the butter, the temperature has dropped by about 15 degrees Celsius. Let's taste that spread. I felt like it could have a more cinnamon kick, so I added more with some cinnamon powder. This is just to adjust the taste. I am happy with the amount that I added. You can of course add more if you like. Here is another idea. You could even add a splash of vanilla if you wanted. This is up to you. Now, you can either use this straight away or you can keep it in the fridge to allow it to set. If you're going to set it in the fridge, take a glass container and pour the mixture in. Place some cling film over the surface to prevent the skin from forming. Place it in the fridge. We're going to come back the next day. In the meantime, while waiting, do check out my other videos on my channel. The next day. Take it out from the fridge and peel back the cling film. Just look at how this spreads. I also took the liberty of toasting a crumpet. Spread as much as you like. Let's have a bite. Take a moment to let everything mix together in your mouth. This is really good. There is some dimension here. Smooth and creamy, apple flavor that comes alive, and a warm crumpet with a secondary cinnamon flavor. This is not going to be my only crumpet. I have another one toasting as I was eating this one. Another great breakfast to start the day. And there you have it, Apple Toffee Spread. I hope you have enjoyed this project as much as I have. If you did, leave a comment, let me know if you make this. Also, subscribe so you don't miss out on my other kitchen projects and sweet treats. Until next time, bye for now.